Hit me.
Audio on.
Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday, November 29th, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday, November 29th. I'm Jeff, joined tonight by Scott Roberts, as always, and Joe behind the camera.
Hello.
We're going to go through all the new comic books. We're going to go through all the new graphic novels. We're going to, do our thing. It's a short week, kind of. A truncated week, I would say. There's some good stuff in here, though, so, we'll talk about the good stuff. We'll talk about some bad stuff, too. First up, I want to thank everyone who managed to come out this weekend to support us on Small Business Saturday. It was super awesome. Also on Friday, we had free pinball all day, and people turned out in droves. Also, we had Cyber Monday. We had like 2 sales. But it's okay. Joke's on you. You know what I mean? Because you didn't get the sales. Whatever. Anyway, if you aren't already a Pullbox member, go ahead and shoot us an email at pullbox@revengeof.com and we'll get you all set up. And feel free to shop online and buy stuff for pickup or ship or whatever. Anyway, let's start. Talk about comics. All right, first up, from Marvel, we got the Big Bad Lady Gang, right? Exterminators, issue number 3. Exterminators. What's going on here?
I didn't read this one, but I believe there's still a lot more vampire killing happening.
Oh no, vampire killing?
Vampire killing.
Okay. Look at that lady hovering. Oh no. Scott does not recommend, but what are you gonna do? Exterminators, number 3. This is the only X-Men title we have tonight, right? Whoa, I just spike it. Yes! X-Men, you're done. Get out of here.
That's it. That's a third of the show.
That's the third of the show. That's why it's so truncated. All right, next up, from DC, this is a 30th anniversary special. Yeah?
Good old Scotty Roberts will have to talk about this one.
Oh, God. Hold on. Let me... Whew. All right. This is a 30th anniversary special of Wildstorm, 100-page super spectacular. We got 4 covers here. What's this about, Scott?
30 years ago.
30 years ago. Who's to say? I don't know.
Reprinted stories, reprinted highlights of stories from the Wildstorm run.
Okay. Fair enough. We've got some cool covers up. Look at this one. Just fighting crime or whatever, Oh, wait, look at this one.
Crime fighter.
Crime fighter. Her and, what's her name? Punchline?
Yep.
They should get together. They wouldn't even be able to hug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd have to high five. Anyway, Wildstorm, 30th anniversary edition. All right, next up. Oh, friend of the shop. Friend of the shop is writer on this.
Oh, do tell.
Mr. Sin of Grace. This is from DC. This is a one-shot, yes?
Yes.
Okay, this is called Superman Kal-El Returns Special. And I believe it's like an anthology, right? There's like...
Yeah, it's a few different stories from different creators.
Okay, that's fun. And Sin of Grace is one of them, who we love.
Friend of the shop.
Front of the shop. We got 2 covers. This one's Spawn Batman Spawn variant.
Ooh.
I don't understand how that came to be.
Spawn is turning 30 also.
Right, but like he's Image.
They've crossed over before.
They've crossed over before?
We actually have a big crossover coming in the next couple weeks. Also, Batman.
30 years ago.
Yeah, Batman.
Batman, Superman?
Batman,
They've never done that before. That's
no,
cool.
Batman, Spawn.
Unfortunately, Kenzie's not here to tell us all about it. All about Spawn.
Yeah.
Scott, somebody came in a couple days ago and was like, oh, you're really into Spawn, right? And she totally had a whole conversation with him about it. I'm changing the lines. All right, next up.
Did you show him her tattoo?
Her Spawn tramp stamp?
Yeah.
No, that's for later. That's just for us. Okay, next up from Marvel, this is issue number 2 of Strange Academy Finals. Now, this is a Strange Academy spinoff, yes?
This is the end of the year, kind of end of the story culmination.
Gotcha. How many issues is it going to be?
I think it's 2, maybe 4.
Maybe 4.
I feel like it's an even number.
All right. Well, we got 2 covers here. This is another extreme variant. Look at that. Woo! Speaking of extreme variants, so I read a lot of Spider-Man, right?
I've heard.
And I'm like, every issue I read, it's like getting me ready for dark web.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to have to read all these X-Men titles. I'm going to have to do, it's like a full-blown axe. Like, I'm going to have to get real deep if I'm going to stay true to my Spider-Man roots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm that dedicated. But
Stay in that web.
We'll try. Stay in that web. All right, next up, this is issue number 8 from Marvel of Strange. It's a cool cover. Justin says, sup, Justin. What you doing? Strange. This is a very cool cover, whatever this one is. Is this the same artist from the Doctor Strange from last week or 2 weeks ago?
No, it's not. I kind of wonder if this is Vecchio. I don't remember who this is.
I gotta say, I read that Doctor Strange like a couple days ago, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was gonna like it because I'm not really, you know. Rob Zombie says, "What is Scoot eating in the background?" Well, that is actually expired Hatch green chili beef jerky.
Son of a bitch.
Put him on blast.
That's Rob.
Hey, still delicious.
Rob Sprosky, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
All right. Next up, from Superstar writer Chip Zdarsky, issue number 16 from Image Comics. We got Stillwater. Stillwater. Don't worry, Hermit. It's not a vegan cookie. Those drop on Friday. We're getting 2 different flavors this time.
Why don't they just call this title Ice? You know?
Stillwater. What is this about? It looks old and timey.
There's a town where people don't die,
Town where people don't die. Okay.
and a couple of people want to get the hell out of it, and other people don't want them to leave.
This is the final issue.
Okay. This is the final one?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
What the hell is Chip going to do with the rest of his time?
I mean, he only has 7 more titles he's writing.
All right. Easy enough. All right. Next up, first in our Star Wars, this is it says issue number 1, but this is an anthology, right? So this is like the second one.
No, this is a reprint of the first one.
What the hell? Really?
We sold out in like 2 days, so if you didn't get a chance to grab this before, this is a good opportunity to jump in.
Joe brought one of these home to me and like my pile was like, read this, and I said no.
It's good.
But I will, I guess. Anyway, Star Wars Visions.
It's from the creator of Afro Samurai. So it's style.
Afro, okay, sure. Stamurai. Star Wars Visions. But it is an anthology, yes?
It's from the anthology series Star Wars Visions. I don't know if it's a one-shot or if it's going to be an anthology series.
Well, I don't know anything about it.
Early discriminate.
It is just a single story.
All right, Star Wars Visions, we got it. Issue 1. It came out a while ago, but we got a reprint.
Key comic.
It's a key comic, you guys. Key comic. Speaking of key comics, we got issue number 1 here from Dark Horse, from the Dark Horse verse of the Star Wars. This is Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures. What this is?
This is like an all-ages Star Wars adventure. It's going to be a complete story. I believe it's 12 issues.
Okay.
Which tends to be how Dark Horse do. And this all takes place before the Phantom Menace. Well before.
Sav Malagan, Padawan, or Pirate. That sounds like something you repeat to like send a curse on someone. I don't know. All right, cool. Next up in the Star Wars, this is from Marvel. We got issue number 29. Which one is it? It is Star Wars Darth Vader. This is probably my favorite cover of all of them.
Great cover.
It's very cool. I like the colors a lot. I wish it was a poster, maybe? Or like a Virgin cover? I don't know. We got 3 covers though. We got this one. This one's okay. It's fine. It's a little typical, you know? Like,
I think that might be part of the connecting cover, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure, why not?
Maybe more there.
and then there's this one, which is what do they call these?
I think these are a 45th anniversary cover.
45th anniversary cover. You think?
I think.
Okay. Am I missing any incentives yet?
Hot you.
You got to be on top of this. You got to be on top of that. So people want to see the incentives.
I don't think you have this video.
I haven't missed any, I don't think. Anyway, Star Wars Darth Vader, issue 29.
I'm going to start getting 45th anniversary covers.
You are? Should. All right, that's it for the Star War. Now let's talk about Star Trek. Whew! First up, from IDW, we got issue number 3. Issue number 3 of Star Trek Lower Decks. We got 2 covers. 2 covers?
Yeah.
What's up with this? What's up with this Dracula guy? Is he on the show?
He's not in the show. The story for this series is that they, I guess in the last episode, if I'm not last issue, they created a Dracula that was supposed to be contained within the Moriarty Protocol, but it broke out and now exists as a hologram of Dracula in space.
Huh.
Yeah.
No. We got an incentive cover for this one?
Yes, incredible. Oh, you know what? I think that incentive cover went straight into someone's box.
That incentive cover went straight into someone's box, so you can't have it. But we do have this one. And the other one. Anyway, up next, also from Star Trek and also from IDW. Ooh, look at that. We got a issue number 2 of Star Trek. What's going on in this one? Which
Cisco. This is the canonical Picard, basically.
After he wrote the thong song.
After the thong song.
Look at this one.
That one's wild. That's Ward. Not that Ward though. It's not that Ward.
Oh, he's the bad Data.
The artist.
Oh.
The cover artist's name is Ward, but not that Ward.
We got 3 covers of this one.
Scotty gets it.
Anyway, it's TNG, yeah? Or no, it's Cisco.
It's about Cisco. He got brought back from being a god being to investigate why the gods are being murdered and who's responsible.
All right, Star Trek issue number 2. Why not? All right, next up, we got Scott Roberts' pick of the week, hands down.
Oh.
From Marvel, this is issue number 1. Issue number 1 of Spider-Man Double Trouble. Spider-Man Double Trouble. Now, this is like a kid's book, yes?
I don't know that it explicitly is.
Well, okay, reading it, it felt like it looks like a kid's book. It didn't necessarily feel like a kid's book.
I actually think it's, for some reason, rated teen still.
Oh, it is rated T for teen.
I don't know why.
Well, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I liked it better than Spider-Punk.
Oh.
That one was written for 4-year-olds.
Oh.
But I don't know. It's kind of fun. I don't think you can go wrong with the Spider-Man title, quite frankly. Give me more.
You're all about that deadly Spider-Man.
I'm all about it. Bring me into that dark web, you know what I mean? But we do have our first Momoko of the evening. I think it might be the only Momoko.
Maybe? It might be the only Momoko this week.
Yeah. Well, looks pretty cool. I don't know. You should try it. Check it out, Scott. I wouldn't recommend starting with this Spider-Man title necessarily, but if you want to broaden your repertoire. Anyway, Spider-Man Double Trouble, issue number 1, key comic. Sure to be a hit.
Big hit.
Big hit. Ooh, next up from Image, the Kenzie pick of the week, number 17 of Kingspawn. Ooh, Kingspawn. Is he king?
He's king.
Of Hell?
Yeah.
King of Hell.
And king of Kenzie's heart.
Oh, and ruler of our hearts as well. Kingspawn. I don't talk about it because who cares? All right. Next up, page 2. We're cruising. I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna eat that Taco Bell. All right. Next up, issue number 3 from Dark Horse. Nicole wants that in her box. I don't know if she's watching. She always gets it. This is the Roadie. The Roadie. This is like Demon Hunter, former Demon Hunter or something is a Roadie and then gets pulled back in to his demon hunting. Right?
Yeah.
Demon Hunter, or the Roadie. Number 3. Oh, if it was called Demon Hunter, half these would be called Demon Hunter.
That's true.
If that was the case. All right, first up on the list of things that I've read this week that are new, and next up in this title,
and key comic,
believe it or not, from Scout Comics, this is issue number 1 of Pulp Bites. The art is super cool. It's 2 stories, like pulp stories, that are fucked up. So it's kind of cool. The art's I don't know. The art's cool. It's like all the cells are the whatchamacallits are like, which I thought was kind of strange. And I don't know if it's a printing thing, but like a lot of the word bubbles were kind of blurry.
That might be a bad print.
And it was kind of driving me crazy a little bit. You know, like look how it's kind of blurry. I don't know, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I think
comic with a bad print. Life's
Anyway, real good quality paper though.
This is not an incentive cover per se, but it is a cover that I cannot find reference to online.
What is it?
I don't know. It's got the same SKU. It's a different cover.
All right. Well, we have this on also.
There was one that showed up out of our 10, so it might just be a fluke.
I think if you like EC Comics, and if you like Creepshow, and if you like Stuff with Nightmares,
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I ain't never read that. Then you'll like this. It's enjoyable. It's a quick read, you know. When there's only 3 panels per page, it's like whoop. Highly recommend. All right, next up, this is a big release this week. Key comic. I read this one as well from Image. Let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 covers. This one is called Plush. It's I don't know. It was okay. It was
the first.
It was the first one. I was like kind of hoping it would like pull me out of the funk of no. What was the Muppet one? Survival Street. But it's like furries. And this guy goes to a furry convention with his friend and like sees some like cannibal furries, and then gets jailed and blah 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 blah. I don't know. It's fine. The story's a little weird. It kind of jumps a little bit from page to page, which I thought was interesting. Oh, yes, Hermit. That's the first issue, and this is the guy that wrote Plastic and Vinyl.
Yeah,
same guy. So I don't know. I just when things are weird like this, I wanted to like really go there, you know, and get really weird. And I didn't feel like it quite went there, but I'm sure it will. It's an issue 2, so who knows? But we got 4 covers. The art is awesome. There's this cover here. This one's...
That's a Lotte.
Oh, shit. Can I get that in my box? Yeah, dude. Which cover you want? We got this cover here. Personally, I think this is probably the best one. What do you think, Scott? Lotte? Is this?
No, that's the yellow one.
Oh, this is the... I mean, I like this cover. This one?
No.
This one? Scott picks this one. That's the one we're putting in Garbage Box then.
Lotte's bringing it this week.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep reading. You know? I like a weird story. I've been to a couple plushy furry conventions myself. You have? No. But I've watched a bunch of documentaries. Every single one that exists.
That's kind of the same thing.
All right, next up, I read this one too. This is from Marvel. Now, this is issue number 1, Key Comic. This is Planet Hulk, World Breaker. I gotta tell you, like, half this comic, I had no idea what was going on. There's all these characters, and they're on this planet, and they're like, green. And I'm like, what? And then all of a sudden, they're on Earth, and then there's like, you know, She-Hulk is there. And the Scar, son of Hulk, seen in She-Hulk, is also there. It says it right on the cover. I'm not giving anything away. Although I gave it away in She-Hulk, I guess. It's fine. I don't know. I wasn't enjoying it for like the first half, and then when I, could understand what was happening, then I enjoyed it. If that says anything. I've also never read a Hulk comic before. I didn't know what to expect. The current run is fun?
Connotates, yeah.
Oh, that one sells out like every time we get it, right? Or am I thinking of Thor?
They both kind of fell off a little bit with the Banner of War.
Oh, we got Planet Hulk. World Breaker. Hulk wasn't even in that. Wasn't even in that. But they're the whole planet of Hulks.
There is a planet of Hulks.
Yeah. Okay. Next up from Oni Press. This is issue number 3 of 6. Pink Lemonade. What's Pink Lemonade? Normally I turn to Kenzie and Lucas and say, what is this about?
It's like a superhero on a moped. Something about
my favorite
cartoons.
Superhero on a moped? All right.
Oh, look at the back. The back's dope.
Yeah, the back's fun.
She was the character of a Saturday morning cartoon that got canceled, and she's fighting crime.
Okay, something like that.
It's about somebody fighting crime.
Kenzie, hit us up.
Oh, if you, as always, if you see anything like, make sure you just like DM us or hit us in the chat or whatever. If you aren't already a Pullbox member, send us an email at pullbox@revengeof.com. We'll get you all signed up. Buy this stuff online at revengeof.com. All right, next up, this is the last issue of this from Kaboom. We got 2 covers here. This is Orcs, the Curse. Tell me about Orcs.
They are creatures that
Yeah,
are
I know what
humanoid.
everyone knows what an orc is. There's a lot of. Have you seen? I don't know how into Twitter you are, but have you seen this like whole like subgenre of gentlemen that like to wear orc
Yes.
tongs?
Teeth?
It's kind of tantamount to the plushie movement.
It's. I would say that it's bears
Yeah,
that have gone feral.
yeah. They wear orc teeth. Have you seen that? I'll
No.
get you a pair.
We got to get. All right.
All right, hit us up in the chat. We're gonna set up a GoFundMe to get Scott a pair of orc teeth, and then we're gonna premiere that on his OnlyFans later this month. Next month. Anyway, orcs. 2 issues.
Orcs.
Herman says, "Is that the first issue of Orcs?" No, that's the 4th issue. That's the last one.
4th issue, 2nd volume.
4th issue, 2nd volume. Do we have the first 3?
I'll have to check.
We'll have to check. That was a popular one, I think.
It was very popular.
Okay, next up. Oh, DC's doing a lot of specials right now. They're just like tiding people over until they start releasing new stuff in the new year or
Until
something.
they figure out what they did this year.
Until they figured out what they've done wrong. Okay, next up from DC, this is a one-shot, I guess. No, special. Nubia and the Justice League.
Nubia turned 50 this year.
Nubia turned 50? Dang, she looks good.
Yeah.
We got 3 covers here. We got this one.
We do still have copies of
Okay,
Orcs
this
the
one.
Curse.
Really?
Every one.
We got 3 copies, all 3 of Orcs, the
Yeah.
Curse. Do you have to have read Orcs, the OG series, before Orcs the Curse?
No.
No. All right. Scott, I can't wait to get you those orc teeth.
I mean, I spent a lot of time on the internet. Kind of shocked I haven't seen it.
All right.
Kind of shocked.
If you know anything about orc teeth, send them Scott's way.
Send them Scott. Pull 1 through 3 of Orcs for Hermit there, if we can. All right. Next up, this actually came out last week, but we just got this cover.
He wants 4 too, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't. No. All right, this came out last week, but we just got this cover, which is very cool. I read this. This one's called Nobody's Girls. Nobody's Girls. Wizard cover on the new issue, please. Got that, Scott? Nobody's Girls was interesting.
This is just a new cover.
I know.
Okay.
Now I can actually talk about it because I read it. It was kind of sad in a depressing kind of way. So if that's your thing, we got it.
That's always a thing.
Anyway, Nobody's Girls. All right, next up, we got another DC phone it in moment. This is the 2022 annual. Oh, that's a cool cover though. Of Nightwing. 2022 annual. What do they do in these annuals?
They kind of tell like almost one-shot stories that are tied to the major ongoing story.
Okay.
But it's like more in depth. It's a larger issue. They cover a little bit more ground. A lot of times it's an
Gotcha.
opportunity to tell the character story.
When are we going to get a Spider-Man annual?
Probably soon.
Yes. We got this cover too. This cover's pretty cool. What is this, a character cover? Who is this, Heartless?
Yeah, new character. I
New
think
character.
in the annual, maybe.
New character in the annual. Heartless. Why you gotta be so heartless? It's a Kanye rap. Okay.
Oh, no.
Next up. Ooh, I read this one. This one gave me the heebie-jeebies. And I'll tell you why here in a moment. This is... do we have an incentive of this one? This is the only cover of this we have.
There are no incentives.
No incentives. All right. Well, this is issue 2 from Image. We got 4 covers here of Lovesick. Lovesick. Now, I got to tell you, the first issue of this, I was kind of like, okay, you're like so edgy. Whoa. This issue, it felt like I was reading it on the dark web. Like, I felt like I was like, ooh, like, I should not be reading this right now. Like, it was kind of skeeving me out.
I think that's the point.
I know it's the point, but I was just like, whoa, this is gross. Like, it felt like when it's like 2 a.m. and you've been on Reddit for 5 hours and you're reading about, like, God knows what at that point, you know? That's what it felt like in terms of, like, my emotions when reading this. So, highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Effective.
Yeah. We've got cool covers here, though. If I wanted to start reading Nightwing, where would you recommend starting from? That's a loaded question.
Actually, I think an annual might be a good place to start. You don't have to have a ton of knowledge of what's going on. You get a lot more time with the characters for your buck.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you might as well start with the annual, and it probably catches you up on a lot that's going on.
Yeah, and if you want to go back, 9 times out of 10 it tells you where to go.
Yeah, I mean the thing about Nightwing is you kind of like know the origin story, right? Like most people do, and if not, they kind of like catch you up when he pops in and out. So yeah, start with the annual. Go from there. I don't know. Lovesick, though, don't watch that in the dark. Scott and I were like, if they don't do issue number 2, like how they started the first episode of Black Mirror, or ended the first episode of Black Mirror, then I'm out. And I tell you what, Scott, they basically did that. Okay, next up, we got issue number 1 from Dark Horse. I guess this is a key comic? You're going to have to tell me what this is about. Koshal in Hell.
Crochet, I think?
Crochet in Hell?
I do not know this character. It is a character from the Mignola, like, Hellboy universe. But it is the start of a 4-issue miniseries. Good place to start is at the beginning.
Okay. By the way, guys, we got some Voss in if you want to get bougie while you shop for comics. I said, you know what? Why not? Let's try it out. Let's see if people want it. Crochet in Hell. There you go. Dark Horse. You gonna read that? Scott might read it. Anytime there's in hell involved, Scott's like, let me give it a shot. You know? Demon fighters, whatever. Alright, up next. We got literally 2 copies here. From the Image, issue number 25, Philadelphia.
Whoop whoop. This is a
Philadelphia.
new story arc.
New story arc starts now?
Mm-hmm.
Scott, do you read Philadelphia? Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course he does. What's it about? What's it about?
Vampires in Philadelphia?
Yeah, Vampires in Philadelphia. All right. And this is the original Nita Haas Nightmare blog spun off of this.
Yeah.
I know that. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes place in New Orleans? No? Philadelphia? All right, well, we got to Philadelphia, issue number 25. If you want to catch up on that, we got some trade paperbacks as well. All right, next up, this came out last week, but we just got this incentive cover in. This is from Titan Comics. Ooh, this is a glow-in-the-dark Jimmy John, right? I like it. This is Kamen Rider 01. Glow-in-the-dark. What is this? One in what?
It's not an incentive.
Oh, it's not an incentive.
It was a late delivery to us, but
Right,
it's a cool cover. So it
Cool
made the
cover.
list.
Yeah, no, you can't really tell, but it's all this, spooge is like glow in the dark. Shaking their heads. They're shaking their heads. Don't say spooge. People are going to tune out. I just talked about Lovesick. All right, next up. I was going to read this, but it wasn't given to me in my pile. I don't really want to read it.
I don't believe you either way.
This one is issue number 1 of Justice Society of America. Justice Society of America. The only reason I was like, maybe I should read that is because we just watched Black Adam, and I didn't hate it. I liked it, I would say. Did I like it? I didn't hate it. What did you guys think of Black
Would you
Adam?
kick it out of bed?
No?
Oh.
Well, what time of day is it? You know what I mean? Anyway, we got these incentive covers, which are dope. Goes with that whole series of
I believe this is the last
foils. Oh, this is the last one for the set? So there's like 6 of them?
one. 5, I think.
5 of them? They're pretty cool.
They're real.
Real cool. How much are these? $10.99?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, Justice Society of America, issue number 1. You gonna read that one? It's a light week, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Roberts' pick of the week, though, coming right up right here. Talk about DC specials. My God. This one's called DC's Grifter Got Run Over by a Reindeer. 80 pages. 80-page giant.
This might be Grifter's comic, but that's a pretty big Harley Quinn on the cover.
Who the hell is Grifter?
Wildcats member.
Wildcats member. Okay. It's got a snowman in it. There's a snowman character. All right, well,
Stanley?
pick that up for your kids. Put it in their stockings or whatever. Or use it for kindling. Who knows?
You're ruining
Poor Grifter. What did he do? All right, next up, we got another one shot. This one's from IDW. We got one cover here and an incentive. This is Godzilla Rivals versus Gigan? Gigan? Gigan?
I think it's Gigan.
Gigan? Gigan? Whatever. I read today that Legendary Pictures now signed a deal with Sony. They were with Warner Brothers and they were doing all the Godzilla movies. Now it's with Sony or something.
Well, the series is coming out soon on Apple TV.
There's a Godzilla series?
Monarch, I think is what it's called.
What?
Written by Matt Fraction. Is
What?
that the writer on that?
Okay. Godzilla Rivals versus Gigan. Gigan. Okay. Next up. Oh, issue number 3 from Image. This one is, well, we got 2 covers. This one's called Flawed. I forget what this is about.
This is Fraser
meets
Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunters.
There are no demons, I don't think.
There's 2 covers. Flawed. This is issue number 3 of 6. So,
Maybe there's demons?
I don't know. He looks like a demon, kind of.
Maybe there's demons.
Who knows? If you know, let us know. We're just coming in by it.
What? Slide in those DMs.
Slide into those DMs. You guys were like cruising. I'm going to be eating Taco Bell by 8:45. All right. Next page. Up next. Oh, guess what? We got another DC annual. This one is called Detective Comics. DC annual. Now, is Nightwing in this too? Who's in this?
Probably not.
It's old and timey. When did it get old and timey, Scott?
Well, I think they're telling a story, a backstory for the current run that's going on from Rampage run.
All right, thanks for it. Ooh, Kenzie just joined. She does that whole rant I just did about her and Spawn.
Maybe she could tell us about. Maybe do you think she could jump in and hit us up?
We told everyone about the Spawn tramp stamp. She wasn't even there to tell us about it. Anyway, Detective Comics.
You think she's got a second to jump in, maybe, and tell us about Pink Lemonade?
No. Oh, hi! I love Spawn, she says. We know. Okay. Next up, from Boom, our very good friends over at Boom. This is issue number 2 of the demon hunting comic called Damn Them All. I was going to read issue number 1. I sat down, I opened it up, started reading it, and reading it, and reading it, and there were so many words. And I said, not today, Satan.
I would say it's not demon hunting.
Yeah, it's like hell
It's occult
magic.
black magic. Summoning.
I'm not refuting the fact that it's good. I know that I've heard from everyone that it's good. I don't have a lot of time on my hands, you know? I got a lot of comics to fight.
There's lots of Spider-Man. Every week there's a Spider-Man.
Yeah, but those go down. Those are like a palate cleanser in between the demon hunting. Wow. Just give me more Gold Goblin. That's all I'm saying. We got this incentive cover too for Damn Them All. This is a 1 in 25? 1 in 50?
That, I think, is a one per store.
1 per store.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, uh-oh. This is going to go in Scott's box. It's a light week. You know he's going to afford it this time. Anyway, Damn Them All. Issue number 2. From Boom. $125.
See with my glasses.
Sign me up. All right. Next up, from Marvel. Whew, we got issue number 7 of Captain America: Symbol of Truth. Issue number 7. Only got 1 cover. I think every cover is like the same with this comic. He's like flying.
Well, I mean, there was one with Jeffrey the Land Shark.
Yeah.
He wasn't flying there.
True. Okay. Next up. This one's a big hit. We got a big old stack of this one.
Big hit.
Big hit. Oh my god, there's so many covers in this one.
There are some great covers this week.
Alright, hold on. I gotta organize myself. Jesus Christ, how many covers do we need?
All of them.
Alright, this is from our good friends over at Boom. This is issue number 2 of Briar. Issue number 2 of Briar. Give me a little synopsis.
This is the story of Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. If she woke up, she didn't know who kissed her, and hundreds of years had passed since she went to sleep. Her Prince Charming took the opportunity to rule her kingdom in her slumber, and she wakes up to a hellscape that is unlike what it was when she fell under the spell.
Huh. We got 5 covers and 3 incentive covers.
It's from Chris Claremont, pedigree. I read the first issue.
Scott loves a pedigree.
Cantwell, sorry. Chris Cantwell. Not Claremont.
I can't believe you messed up a name.
You can't believe I messed up a name? This database of names is packed.
This database of names is packed.
This is Database.
Joe can't even remember his own name half the time.
That's not true.
It's pretty true.
Jeff's a really easy name to remember.
True. All right, we got 3 incentive covers. This one is a 125.
Depends on the price.
I think.
That's 1 in 25.
125. Then we
1 in
got
10.
this one. It's a 1 in 10. We got 2 copies of this one.
1 per store.
And we got this one per store. Look at that. 1 per store. You like that? Did you read Briar, the first one?
Yep.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Seems right up your alley. Right up Scott's alley. Blue bald ladies with swords. You guys know my rule though with comics. I don't do swords unless they're made of lasers
Or fire.
or fire. I don't do them. Okay. Next up, we got issue number 3 from Ablaze Comics. We got 3 covers here of the Boogeyman. Boogeyman, issue number 3 of 6. We got 3 covers and an incentive. Oh, Herman is like pissed that I said no swords. I don't know.
Fine.
I'm not like against swords.
Yeah, you are.
You know, I just like, I like my lasers better. And bullets.
And webbing.
And webbing. Webbing is a bullet.
Yeah.
It's technology based most of the time. We got this incentive cover. Kenzie loves Boogeyman. What is this about? Other than the obvious. Demon hunting?
It's a young boy. So the Boogeymen are a society, and the young boy is taken under the wing of one of the strongest and oldest Boogeymen to avenge his family.
But all the other boogeymen thought was long dead.
Baba Yaga.
Good book.
Good book.
Great artwork.
Great artwork. Good book, Scott says. How's that for endorsement? Endorsement. I read this one. Never read this one before, this character, but I said, you know what? Sure, why not? I'll give it a go. This is the limited series, issue number 1 of 6 from DC. This one is called Blue Beetle, Graduation Day. Soon to be a major motion picture, starring, I forget his name, from Cobra Kai, the kid from Cobra Kai.
I think it's done filming too.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
mistaken.
filmed a long time ago, I think, like pre-pandemic, I feel like. It was fine. I don't know. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't realize he was it has like a scarab attached to his back.
So he's got an alien device that looks like a scarab that's attached to his back.
Yeah.
It can transform and change based on his needs in the moment.
We got Spanish language copies also. That's cool. Yep. Then what's this one?
It's a foil.
Oh, look at that. Bieber says, I thought the film got canceled. I don't think it did.
I don't think so.
It's still on IMDb, and I've seen pictures.
I thought I read recently that it finished filming.
Yeah, I don't think DC can cancel all of their by POC.
Oh,
Did it get canceled?
no, I don't know. I'm just saying, don't challenge Discovery.
Oh, right. They're like, get rid of all of people of color. Please. All we need is Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill. We've got Dwayne Johnson. That's good enough.
Covered most of the bases.
We got an incentive cover for this one though.
This cast is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Who else is in it?
Susan Sarandon.
Yep. Susan Sarandon.
Raul Max Trujillo. Zolo.
That's the guy from what's it called?
Maraduena.
How do we? Yeah.
George Lopez.
George Lopez. Yep.
Harvey Gillian.
Oh yeah, from What We Do in the Shadows. He won.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Well, who knows? We'll see if we see it, or maybe we won't.
Oh, we will see it.
Oh, we will see it. They didn't cancel it. I told you. All right. Next up, what is this? An annual?
No, it's the number one though.
Oh, it's a number one. It's a key comic, I bet. This one is called Avengers Assemble Alpha. Avengers Assemble Alpha. It's the start of a new Avengers run or something?
Yes, I believe I'm crossing my Avengers. 1 second.
How dare you?
I believe this is the beginning of all of the multiverse Avengers crossing together.
Huh.
Because there have been...
Avengers.
All day with the multiverse already.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. We got it. The Avengers Assemble Alpha.
Dope covers.
Cool covers. I do like this one. I like that one. It's a cool cover. Okay, next up. Oh, we got a couple of things that I've read coming up, actually. A couple. This first one, this is from our good friends over at Boom Studios. This is issue number 2. I gotta tell you, I was, after the first issue, I was like, all right, I'll give it one more. And I'm in. I'm back in. The Approach, issue number 2. Big 90s monster movie vibes. You know? I was not looking forward to it after the way the first issue ended. Because I thought it was something... Scott and I both thought it was going to be something else than it was. And it turns out to be something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. But this issue was actually pretty good. It was like it's like one of those classic, like, oh, we're all together in this bar. We've got to fight our way out to survive the night kind of feeling, you know? Tremors or whatever. So I enjoyed it. We got a incentive cover here. This one's cool. This is a take on the Terminal. It's pretty cool. What is this?
I did not put that together. That's a 1 in 10.
Yeah, the Terminal. That's like the art.
I see it now.
Do you see it now?
I see it now.
Do you see it?
I see it
Cool.
now.
The Approach, number 2. I recommend it. Check it out. Now that you can read the first 2 together, I would recommend doing that because then I'd be more stoked. All right, next up from Dynamite, we got issue number 5. Does anyone know how many issues we're getting of this?
I think this might be the last one. It's either the penultimate or the last.
I don't think it can't be the last because big cliffhangers.
Well,
unless that's their MO.
That's kind of Dynamite's tendencies. They'll do a limited series with a huge cliffhanger and then run it right into another series.
I mean, the major conflict is like concluded. But, all right, Army of Darkness versus Reanimator. I would recommend picking up all 5 and just binge reading them. It's stupid, but like it's not kidding itself. You know what I mean?
It's not trying to be more than it is.
I mean, look at this dope cover, for Christ's sake. How cool that is. What a dope cover. Yeah, it's a good one, Scott says. I know. Anyway, Army of Darkness, Reanimator. Bloop. We got 2 more single issue things, or 1 in a packet. Last but not least, we got from Image, this is issue number 4 of 20th Century Men. 20th Century Men. Herman says, I can't believe I missed this. Are you talking about Army of Darkness versus Reanimator? Yeah, it's sick. I'm telling you. I'm the only person who's ever read it, I'm pretty sure.
It sells?
It sells. Yeah, it's stupid. It's great. Anyway, 20th Century Men. We got 2 covers here. This one. And this one. This is the robot one, right? Or mech suits or something?
It's, yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Before we get into the trades, we got this this Berserker pack. the Immortal Pack. This is number 1 through 4 of Volume 2, or just actually number 1 through 4?
It's number 1 through 4.
Oh, well, there you go. Berserker Pack, 1 through 4. We watched the video last night with Keanu, friend of the shop, saying that they're going to continue writing more Berserker, and there's a feature film and a series coming out.
And a novel.
And a novel, and a goddamn t-shirt, who knows. Anyway, definitely. Berserker, we got a couple of those. Alright, let's talk about some trade paperbacks, why don't we? First up,
youth.
Starting with the youth titles. We got Cat Kid Comic Club Collection. Box set. Perfect gift for a child. We got Wolverine Patch, volume...
That's just the miniseries, Wolverine Patch.
Oh, I just got called out for name dropping. I didn't name drop anyone. What are you talking about?
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything. Berserker? Anyway. Savage Spider-Man. I did not read this one. I didn't read this one. We got Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 2, The Rising. V for Vendetta? People have been asking about this, and we didn't have older stuff, so now we do. V for Vendetta. Great gift. This is also V for Vendetta, the 30th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. Did this just come out?
No, it didn't just come out, but we just got it here in the shop. So
Very cool.
it's
Love it.
very cool.
Watchmen.
Restock.
Restock. Oh my god, Watchmen.
First time having it. Deluxe
First time
edition.
having it. Crisis on Infinite Earths, 35th anniversary. God damn, they've been having a crisis on these Earths for all of infinity, it feels like.
It's almost like they keep drinking from the same well.
Then we got what this is.
This is Matt Kent, who wrote Mind MGMT.
Super Spy.
It is a collection of stories about spies from World War II, true stories. That Berserker, that's true. He writes Berserker also with Keanu. And this is a collection of stories that are all true.
It's very
Crazy.
cool. The book is very cool looking. All right, Ascender. Big hit.
The entire collection.
Entire collection.
Jeff Lemire.
Jeff Lemire, superstar writer of everything Scott loves. Ooh, The Nib. Volume 2?
Eisner Award-winning.
Volume 13.
13, yeah. We have the last 3, I believe. This one's all about work, terrible bosses, terrible work.
Star Wars Insider.
Scott submitted 3 pages for it.
Illustration. Yeah, I got that. I heard it. Character Design Quarterly. That's it. We don't have any frontsy backsies?
No frontsy backsies this week.
Oh my god. It's a short week, you guys. I told you.
I
It's
could
crazy.
get one that we haven't discussed before.
No, I'm good. Are you guys good? Anyway, if you don't already have a poll box, go ahead and send us an email at pollbox@revengeof.com. We'll get you all set up. Buy all this stuff online at revengeof.com. We'll ship it to you. Or we'll drive it over if you ask nicely. Scott will, personally. Anyway, we'll be back next week. And as always, we will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.